Hey, what's good everyone? Today again, a very straightforward video, no bells and whistles, no special effects, nothing, because I do not have any time. I mean, I do, but I have to be honest, I kind of enjoy these straightforward reviews because it's straight to the point. It saves me a lot of time actually. I just have this shotgun mic here. I have a new light, maybe you noticed this. It's pitch black in this room actually, and this is an LED ring light where you can adjust the colors for warm and cold light, so exactly how you want it to be. And this thing is really awesome. This release that I'm talking about today somehow just dropped out of the blue. Like, was announced and 3 days later it was in the store. It is a Diadora Footlocker Rick and Morty exclusive. It's not a collab, it's the exclusive, but it has the feature of a collab. So it comes in this box here. So let's get this right out. It's not really unboxing, but it's and it comes in this special box here. It says Rick and Morty, of course, on the top, and basically pretty much everywhere else as well. It came in 2 models, in a BE Light and the N902, which is very similar to the N9002. It has some, it has a lot of similarities, but it also has some details which are different, but not so much that you would notice right away. There it is. You're probably not gonna be able to see anything. Bada bing. There it is. Just one of them. Let's get the other one out as well. This is the other one. 2 of these guys. Okay, let's go into the details. Like I said, it was announced like 3-4 days ago, and then was released on the Footlocker website here in Europe, and I think Foot Action in the US. In the US it sold out right away. I think the very same day it released, and here in Europe it's still widely available. I'm not sure if there has been bots that just clean out the online store and took all of the available pairs. Maybe it's resellers, and maybe later on they're going to notice that nobody's going to buy them because it's such a special item. Probably not so many Rick and Morty fans here in Germany or in Europe, because these are still readily available in basically almost all sizes. So let's go into the detail. So let me get it a little bit closer. The first thing I noticed is this comes here with some shoe trees that you would find in a Nike shoe. Very strange. I've never seen that with a Diadora before. So let me get this a little close to the cam. It is an N902, which is very similar, like I said, to the N9002. The whole silhouette is basically the same, just some minor details that are different. That is the lace stay here, or the lace hole on the very top of the shoe. And the lacing system, it has like a plastic eyelet on the N9002, and here is completely one-piece leather. And the heel cup is different because on the N9002 this has a plastic part, and this is a leather part covering the heel completely. The shoe consists out of a gray suede here on the mudguard and on the heel cup. Then you have some smooth leather hits on the Diadora logo here. Some more suede on the tongue. Then you have some suede here on the lacing section, and on this teal or light teal element around the shoe, some more suede in yellow here at the heel, dark teal in smooth leather on the heel. Here you can already see Morty and the Diadora logo stitched on it. Then we have a big open pore mesh on the toe box and on the mid panel, and also at the bottom of the tongue, as you can see. And on the top we have that suede. We have a white and yellow midsole with some light and dark teal hits in the front and at the back, and we have a dark teal outsole. It appears to be blue, but it's teal, almost the same color as the Diadora logo here. And we have a lilac inner liner and Morty and Rick, or Rick and Morty, on the insole. Unfortunately, you cannot remove the insole. It's glued into the shoe, so I cannot take it out. I would like to show you, but it's just impossible. And then you have the Rick and Morty branding on the tongue. I did like the colors at first. I still like them, but I'm not sure if this shoe convinces me enough to keep it, for the following reason. The materials are pretty much the same as on the N902 here. The suede is very similar. It's just a little bit smoother, I think, than on the N9002. This material here is basically the same that you find here on the blue section. All in all, something that you would find on a Made in Asia GR. Nothing special, but very solid. But I think something is rubbing me the wrong way, and I don't know what it is really. It's the mix of the colors and the materials. So I think I am able to put it into words what it is. I do not like the mesh, not the style of mesh, but I don't like the touch of the mesh. It feels pretty cheap and very, very rough or very hard to touch. I don't know. I don't like that. I thought when I saw the pictures that this would be a lot softer, but it isn't. It's pretty stiff. I do not like the writing here on the tongue because it is just printed on. It's not embroidered onto the tongue, what Diadora usually does with their shoes. I think this looks very, very cheap and very flimsy. It appears to be coming off over time. That's how cheap it looks. I think that's something I didn't expect to happen. Other than that, material here on the inner liner feels great, just like on the N9000 or in the N9002 here. But these are the things that are rubbing me the wrong way and gives me the wrong impression. Also, another thing, but which is the sizing. But I'm going to tell you about the sizing after the on foot. So stay tuned for that. Coming right up, and then I'm going to tell you something about how these fit. Sizing wise, I got these half size down from my true size because it's the same size as in these, but these appear to be a tiny bit longer comparing them side by side, and it has a little bit less padding here at the inside of the heel. Let me hold both of them into the camera. Maybe you are able to see that. Comparing them side by side, you can probably see that the Rick and Morty is a little bit more padded in the heel, and these few millimeters here of course can make a big difference for your personal preference, and I think these fit a little snug and a little too snug for my liking. So my advice to you, if you are still trying to get them, go true to size. If you like a little bit more snug fit, you can go a half size down. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them. Probably not, because the whole picture that I'm getting of the shoe is not as nice as I had expected. And also that yellow part here on the toe looks very, very cheap. This is really throwing me off. It was a faux smooth leather on the other one, which looked a little bit better. This here, I don't know. I expected a little bit more. Mainly it's probably the sizing that is leading me to the decision. I don't think they are bad at all, just not as expected. I think on pictures they looked a little bit better and also a little bit more vibrant. I think the colors in person are a little dull, and I'm not so impressed. And the branding here that is not embroidered really is, it's a letdown. It's like doing something but not doing it completely right, or not finishing it to the end, and I have to say no. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope I'm gonna see you next time again. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, and if you like this video, please hit thumbs up. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time again. So tune in again next time. Thanks for watching. Until then, bye bye.